Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of C Speed 252. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please do. I want to wish and thank each and every one of you for being part of the channel, and happy Thanksgiving to each and every one of you. I truly appreciate you all, and I hope you all are having a good Thanksgiving, having a great meal, and spending time with family. And once again, if you do watch this on Thanksgiving, I truly appreciate it as well. And I really, truly love you very, very much. And November 30th is the VRR, which is a track day. You can bring your car out there. I had a lot of followers ask me about that event. So November 30th, you just bring your car there, whatever car you want to bring. It's a $25 donation to the charity event, and you can get out there and put your car on the track pretty much. But without further ado, let's hop into the reason why the C7 Corvette sales are tanking. Hey everyone, I had a couple of followers email me and ask me a couple of questions regarding the C7 Corvette because currently I own one. A few of the questions was, why do you think the sales are actually going down? And do you think I should actually buy a C7 now because I would like to daily drive one? So at some point I will make a video on how to, not how to daily drive your Corvette. I'm sure everybody knows how to daily drive a Corvette, but I want to make a video on reasons why you can daily drive your Corvette and why it's so comfortable to daily drive your Corvette. So I'm going to give you some of my personal reasons why the sales are actually going down, but I'm going to also give you some information that's also in an article that I found of the reason why the sales are going down as well. So you can have my opinion along with some proof and things like that. Now, one opinion that I want to give you of why I think the C7 sales are going down is because there are so many C7s out there. Chevrolet built so many of these cars, and I personally feel like it's really hard for these cars to really hold their value. The only car that will hold its value, and everybody knows this by now, will be the ZR1. And in the past, when you bought a Z06, they hold its value pretty well, but when they dropped the ZR1, it holds its value really well. I mean, you can even go back to the C6 ZR1s, and you can probably get one of those right now for like maybe the same price as a brand new Z06. Some of the ZR1s, the C6s, are actually a little bit more than the brand new Z06. And for that reason, I think the C7 sales are really going down because, you know, they built just so many of them. I think that the Stingray sold really well for GM. Then you have the Grand Sport when it came out, and people wanted to purchase that car because they wanted a mixture between the Stingray and the Z06. And for the people who immediately want the top of the line, which everybody thought the Z06 was going to be the last version of this car, then by all means go ahead and buy your Z06, and then boom, Chevy smack us in the face with this awesome ZR1. And honestly, at this point, you know, I still have friends who are in the market for a 2019 ZR1 and still waiting to get their allocations. And the people that are waiting to get their allocation for the 2019 ZR1 will probably not get one because I truly believe the 2019 ZR1 will be a one-year deal. So for all of you who don't know, Chevrolet didn't always build a ZR1 after every C generation pretty much. And so for that reason, I think the 2019 ZR1s will hold its value for a long time. And once again, I made this statement in a previous video. Tell me, how many ZR1s have you seen in your neighborhood? I live in a decent sized area, and I only seen 2 ZR1s, and those ZR1s actually been sold to customers that don't even live in the area. So like I said, it would be rare for you to actually find a ZR1 in your area, and if you do, it's probably inside a dealership, and those cars will be extremely rare. So if you're in the market for a ZR1, I would probably advise you to probably try to get one now. So for the ones that are considering a C7 Corvette, by all means, if you want one, go get you one. But I do want to give you some facts from this article of why they're saying their sales are dropping. And I mean, that doesn't really mean much in my opinion. If you truly want that car, you should go get that car. Regardless of what sales are going on, that just means you may get a better deal on it. And heck, you may even get a better deal if you wait till next year. Because the end of the year is kind of approaching. This is already November, Thanksgiving, and December is like right around the corner from now. So once again, if you're in the market for one of these cars, you should either go get it or you should wait till next year to get a better deal on it. But according to this article, it says starting the second quarter of 2018, General Motors changed from monthly sales reporting to quarterly reports that unfortunately are not broken out by each month. Thanks to a post over at GM Inside News, we've learned that the U.S. Corvette sales in October 2018 totaled to 1,382 units, which were higher than the 1,345 Corvettes sold in October of 2017. For the 2018 calendar year to date, a total of 6,263 Corvettes have been delivered in the U.S., and a 20% decline from 2017, which saw 20,236 Corvettes sold during the same time period. So here's my question to you before I get deeper into this article. So the sales was a lot more in 2017. So why do you all think they dropped in 2018? Do you think it's because of the miniature Corvette? So according to this article, it's pretty much saying the same thing happened to the C6 generation of the Corvettes. So it's saying what we are seeing today has shades of late 2012 when the 2013 Corvettes was the last model of the year. And everybody knew that the C7 was coming, which everybody knows the mid-engine is possibly coming. In those final months, which by the way was the both anniversary year of the 60th and the featured the one-year special edition 427 Convertible, the final quarter of the 2012 saw only 3,562 Corvettes delivered. So if that continues to happen pretty much in this year, we're going to see a literally 24% decrease in sales of the C7 Corvette. By the way, as a side note, let me point out that Chevrolet did try to trick us in thinking that the C7 Corvette was going to have some round tail lights. Take a look at this photo here. I bet you a lot of people, when they saw this, like, yes, the round tail lights is coming back. And little did they know, when it didn't come back, they was upset. So for the followers who reached out to me on Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube, these are great reasons why you probably should go ahead and buy a C7 Corvette. Now, once again, I think if you wait till next year, you will probably get a little bit better of a deal, but it may not be that much of a deal because Chevrolet just ain't going to just hand these things out like hotcake. They're still going to try to make that money off these cars. They want to try to sell more this year just so they can make room for the C8s hopefully next year. But, I mean, yes, the deals will be a little bit better, but they won't be that much better. So for a lot of people that's like holding on to their Corvettes, especially their C7s, for like the value to hold for the Stingray, the Grand Sports, and the Z6, unfortunately, the value won't be that great on these cars. Chevrolet just made so many of them, and for me, that's the reason why like I customized my car the way I did. Because for me, the value doesn't mean anything. The value that I get out of my car is me being able to enjoy it and driving around whenever I feel like it and being able to take it to the track. That's the value I get out of my car. The things that I put in my car, I know I'm not getting that money back, and that's completely fine because I'm happy with my car. Like when people come to me and say, man, how many miles you got on your car? I legit tell them right away, I got about 18,000 miles in that thing. They be like, man, that's a lot of miles for a Corvette. What do you mean? It's a car. It's a car. It's a Corvette, but yes, it's a car. It's a car that I plan to drive. It's a car that I bought to drive. It's a car that I'm paying monthly payments on to drive. So why would I let it sit in the garage, accumulate dust, and be like, oh yeah, I got a Corvette sitting at home in my garage, but I don't drive it much. But you know, I'm going to get my money back. I'm not going to get my money back on this car. I'm not. Even if I bought my car brand new, like I did in 2017, and never driven. I'm talking about driven it home from the dealership. Let us say my garage got about 500 miles on it. Maybe 20 years down the road from now, I may get my money back, but probably not much. And so it's just one of those things where, like, please, people, get out and enjoy your car as much as you possibly can. For the ones who are actually looking at the C7s, go out and get you one. If you want to wait till next year, there's nothing wrong with that as well. And if it was me, in my personal opinion, every brand new car that I ever bought had issues with it. So I would personally buy a used C7 Corvette. Why not? I would probably buy one maybe 10, 20,000 miles on it. Maybe just a little bit more. Make sure I do my, my report on it. Make sure I do my Carfax. Make sure I do my research, and see if you can get a great deal on that, because you're going to get great deals on the new ones, but you'll also get an even better deal on a used one because these dealerships just want to get these cars off the lot. And I know a lot of you had hopes that the C7 will be built alongside the C8. I'll say that's a yes and that's a no. No, as in the C7 Corvettes will not be built alongside as far as in the factory, but yes, they will be sold alongside the C8s. Only because the dealerships will still have these cars in their lot. So you will see maybe some dealerships in your area have the C8s on their lot, which will be great because I'm super excited for that. And they will have some C7s on their lot as well that they previously just didn't sell beforehand. And so those cars will be sold together. That is the reason why I think the C7s will be sold together. So I know I said in a couple of videos in the past that the C7s will continue to be sold and built alongside each other. But this is my reason why now the C7s will be sold alongside the C8, because dealerships still will have them on their lots. So once again, if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please do. I thank you for watching this video on Thanksgiving. I thank you for taking the time to actually watch this and show me your love and support. I'm actually about to get out of here myself and go head to my family's house to go spend some Thanksgiving time with them. And I'm actually not taking my Corvette. I'm actually taking my Camaro because it's one of those cars I just like to get into and just get out on the road. And I don't really see the point of driving my C7 Corvette anyways at this moment in time. So with that being said, You all take care. I catch you in the next episode of Seek on the Speed 252, and I hope you have an amazing day and enjoy that turkey.